So here we go from Ariake Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley on the call to determine the first undisputed bantamweight champion in boxing's four-belt era. Naoya Inoue and Paul Butler. You have to go back to when Inoue was in high school, Tim, when he took part in an amateur tournament, the All Japan tournament, for the last time he lost a fight. He turned pro immediately after that. Here we are now, 23 fights and 20 knockouts later, including now this, his 19th straight world championship fight.
Tess, for Butler, he's naturally left-handed, and he fights from the orthodox stance. And I expect him to be heavy on his jab. Heavy. Stand defensive responsible, so that way he doesn't get caught early. And limit the 50-50 exchanges against Inoue. And for Inoue, it's all about pressure and cutting off the ring. And I expect him to go down to the body of Butler to bring those hands down and eventually find that kill shot up top.
Speaking of jabs, you're seeing steady jab from Inoue early on. He averages landing nearly 9 jabs per round, and that is number 2 among all active fighters. That is double the bantamweight average. First two-punch combination of significance from Inoue.
See, Inoue, Butler was trying to exit, and Inoue threw the right hand, caught him where he was moving, forced Butler to his left hand, and caught him with the left hook.
There's Inoue trying to corral him with that jab. Butler, steady mover, high guard defense.
Butler's now trying to use feint and lateral movement to throw off Inoue's timing. He's doing right by staying defensively sound and not opening up right away.
3-punch combination from Inoue. Now Butler takes a step forward for a moment. Inoue comes back with a right hand behind the jab.
That was caught by Butler.
A defensive position of Butler. Inoue touches him to the body, put the jab to the body, came with the right hand, and finished with the left to the body.
Butler's got to get on his jab, Tess. It's the only way. He has to gain some sort of respect. He's allowing Inoue just past that threshold without giving him anything in response.
And even though some of these punches, many of these punches are hitting the gloves of Butler, you can hear the thud. And Inoue has the power to punch through the defensive prowess of Butler.
本日のメインイベントを両選手の経歴戦歴をご紹介いたします。赤コーナー井上尚弥大橋事務所属 1993
You know, I think this was a quintessential round for Inoue. You know, he pressed forward, landing that jab, starting with the jab downstairs, working and looking for the angles and the shots around the elbows of Butler. Butler's playing defensively sound right now. You know, he's playing with his defense. He's keeping his hands high, and he's not allowing Inoue to get a clean punch on him. Tess, I'm okay with that at the moment. I'm okay with that. You know, he's outgunned. He knows it.
Joseph Gallagher, trainer for Paul Butler. WBO bantamweight world champion. Comes from Cheshire, England. Goes to the other side of the world to take on this challenge against the monster. Round number 2. There's the right hand to the body from Inoue.
Inoue doing exactly what I was saying. He's going down to the body, trying to open up Butler. Butler has to find some way to gain some sort of respect, to get respect from Inoue.
Comes forward with a double jab, does Butler.
Like I told
probing with that jab, including often going to the body with it. Waiting on Butler for a moment.
Not enough offense from Butler at all. Not enough jabs, not enough combinations just yet. He's still comfortable right now, still protecting himself. He fears that power of Inoue.
Or double jab that time, a 5-punch combination. He went double jab, right hand, left hand to the body. He has landed 3 lefts to the body in that last sequence.
Tess, nice slip inside right there from Butler to land his own body shot on Inoue.
And Butler comes back with a right hand up top before going with the high guard again. Now moving to his left, got to be careful of that right hand of Inoue. Inoue taking those small steps just to corral Butler, always keeping him in range. There's a right hand and a left hand to the body that backed it up. Been finishing consistently with that left hand to the body on the combinations, Timmy.
Yes, he has. He's one of the best combination punchers in boxing. Always balanced.
Inoue steady work with the jab. Always setting the table, creating the opportunity for offense. Now you see the head movement, something he has taken great pride in. Remember, he took that mini camp trip to the Wild Card gym in California, said he wanted to see various styles and work on his defense. You saw a glimpse of it there with the upper body movement.
Tess, 100% of fighters need to work on their defense.
Right hand over the top from Inoue. Partially blocked by Butler.
A lot of foot feints from Butler, but no probing jab, nothing in
Just
front of
not
him.
enough offense, Timmy, to keep Inoue off of
Not
him.
in front of
Right
him.
hand that comes in, and 2 lefts to the body. Good body work in round number 2 by Naoya Inoue.
Vicious body work. Like I tell you guys in the past, you see Inoue throwing where Butler's moving to cut him off, to pin him on the ropes. Butler keeping that high guard. Inoue is searching for those holes around the high guard. When opponent has the high guard, you can split the guard. You can come underneath the guard. You can come around the guard. And Inoue's doing a great job right here with his defense that he says that he's been working on to improve.
It's interesting when he detailed that trip to the Wild Card gym, Freddie Roach's Wild Card Boxing Club, and he was asked about the experience. He said, listen, I'm not used to outsiders watching me train. He said, you go there and you have sparring partners bringing family members and friends. You have people showing up to watch you train. But he said, it actually made me stronger. Inoue said it forced me to focus and lock in even more because I was taken out of my comfort zone by being in that setting, Timmy.
Tess, that's the magic word, being out of your comfort zone. A lot of fighters like to feel comfortable. No, you need to feel uncomfortable. You need to get yourself prepared for those type of situations.
Opens up this 3rd round with a combination as Butler's in that corner and desperately needs to get out. He has that left hand up, but Inoue is pounding him with right hands and mixing in the left to the body as well.
Tess, do you hear the punches?
That is the one thing with Inoue that is most obvious. You hear the power, you don't just see it. Two-punch combination again, working behind that jab.
Look at the space between. Butler's not probing, not doing anything else to occupy that space in front of him. He's just allowing Inoue to just walk straight in and do whatever he wants against him.
And Inoue always maintains that range to be in position. Look at the footwork and those small steps. Anytime Butler moves laterally like you see him doing right now, Inoue is constantly staying on him as if they are tied at the waist with a rope. Always in a ready position.
Tess, I'm just waiting on that teeter-totter combination. The uppercut, right uppercut, left hook behind.
Now explain to people when you say that. You call it a teeter-totter. And Butler finally lets his hands go as Inoue covers up for a moment. Best work that Butler's had comes here in round number 3. But what you describe as that teeter-totter, the ability to throw punches and generate torque, bringing back the offhand to create more power.
No, the teeter-totter combination is the right uppercut. So it goes up. So that side is up, and then he comes down. The opposite side is down, and it's around the elbow to the liver.
How devastating that can be. Able to slip that left hook by Butler moments ago. Remember, Butler fights orthodox, but is naturally left-handed, and he loves that left hook. Just haven't seen much of it against Inoue. It's risk-reward against the fighter with his power.
Inoue's looking sharper than ever. You know, getting right to Butler with combinations. Butler's not giving him much to return. Every now and then in spots when Inoue will neglect defense, Butler will come on with his combinations. The hook is the best punch, I believe, that Butler has landed this far in this fight.
You just saw it again with 10 seconds to go in round 3 as Butler threw that hook, and Inoue finishes strong to the bell. End of 3.
Just a vicious assault right here. Inoue cornering Butler. Butler protected himself really well. A lot of those things was caught on the glove. But as you see, no return fire from Butler. He is timid. He does not want to open himself up because he does not want to get knocked out. Again, against the longer ropes, Inoue trying to come around that high guard, throwing straight shots down the middle, trying to split the guard of Butler.
I think that right hand that split the guard right at the final second may be the most effective of the round right there.
I put that a punctuation right there on that round.
Round number 4 from Ariake Arena in Tokyo. Undisputed bantamweight world championship fight. 3 belts in the hands of Inoue right now. Butler has the WBO belt at 118 pounds.
Well, it's round 4, and Butler has lost every single round. He doesn't have the knockout power to hurt Inoue. So at this point in the fight, he needs to make a choice. Needs to make an adjustment. He needs to fight. Sell out now. Sell out right now. Because the way this fight is going could be ending shortly, real shortly, Tess.
And here, Joseph Gallagher calling out from the corner of Butler to have a bit of a swagger to you. Inoue finding that jab with ease. See if the right hand comes behind it. It's always interesting when we call fights from Japan how quiet the crowd is, even when they're watching their favorite superstar. Respectful, quiet, not that constant hum that we are used to like we had at Madison Square Garden on Saturday night for that card. And with that, you can often hear the corners, as is the case with Gallagher. Speaking to his charge, Paul Butler, 34-win WBO champion. Inoue closing the gap into that corner again. Left hook comes in. Inoue comes around the guard with a right hand. And even when these shots are being partially blocked by Butler, much is getting through, Timmy. There's a thud right through the glove that's making contact.
Tess, you do from a power puncher like Inoue, when you're getting hit with those type of punches, the lights are flickering on and off in your head. Honestly, it hurts catching those shots. You need to get underneath those shots, weave underneath those shots, not take those shots on the gloves and on the arms.
But that has been the case with Butler throughout these 4 rounds. The high guard and trying to block, as you just saw right there with the left hand.
It's weakening him, Tess. No doubt. That energy that Inoue is generating in those punches. As long as it's touching something on the body of Butler, it's draining him.
Butler had a counter opportunity moments ago. Inoue able to slip it, as he has been in control through.
Butler, I don't think is here to win tonight. I think he's just here to survive. That's it. He's here to survive. He's not letting his hands go. He fears the punching power from Inoue. Look at Inoue. He's having fun. This is the undisputed championship of the world, and Inoue is just, this is a sparring session for him. That's how gifted he is.
He recognizes it easily. End of 6, halfway through this undisputed world championship fight. Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley on the call with you. Good morning. Breakfast with brutality, but we haven't seen enough of it so far, as Butler not a willing challenger to create those opportunities from Inoue. So what's the answer if you're Inoue and dealing with this version of Butler?
Tess, is so difficult to deal with a fighter that is so defensively minded. You know, Inoue is pulling out every trick in the bag, switches southpaw, going down to the body. You see him pinning Butler in the corner, landing kill shots over the top. He's not able to land that shot because Butler is so dang defensive. He has a tight guard, he stays compact, and he's not opening himself up to be hit or hurt.
Is this something where you believe Inoue starts to get frustrated, or just embraces it, has fun with it, and opens up even more?
He gets a little bit more, let's say, anxious. He will make a little bit more mistakes, make himself a little bit more vulnerable, but he wants, so that way he can open up Butler.
It's a clean shutout, clean sweep, dominating form from Inoue against Paul Butler. Winner here will be only the 11th undisputed 4-belt champion in boxing history, the first undisputed bantamweight champion in the 4-belt era.
What did I tell you?
Yep.
What I tell you, trying to get him to open up, but Butler's not taking the bait.
Hands down around the waist, sitting right in the pocket.
And Inoue is going to be willing. He's going to have the willingness to get hit just a little bit more. Playing somewhat opossum. So that way he can set up Butler with something effective.
Inoue leaning his head forward, hands down. He's looking for an opportunity, begging Butler to throw and engage.
I recognize the pattern from Butler. Wonder if Inoue recognizes it. Butler always, when he throws a combination, he leads with his right hand, followed by the jab hand, and then another right hand. So he throws a 2-1-2. I've been seeing that combination often.
Three-punch combination from Inoue, finishes with the left hand. Lead right to the body.
Inoue is getting bored. He said, come on, man. Come on.
Make a fight out of it.
Yeah.
Now raising the right hand. Pop jabbing off the hip. Winding up and flexing.
It's too easy, Tess.
Far too easy.
Too easy. Good combination right there from Butler.
Ali shuffled. A duck out to the left. Double jab right hand.
See, Butler has Inoue right where he wanted to get him. Get him over anxious, frustrated. And taking more risks, but he's not letting his hands go.
And there's no intention when he does. Even like the last combination he threw. Hasn't gone past the 8th round since 2019. course, fight of the year was against Nonito Donaire, that all-time thriller when he fought through a broken nose and a broken orbital bone.
Just some more punching bag work right here. Butler attempted to throw a short counter. Yeah, that right there just seems like a boring fighter to me. Inoue is getting bored inside the ring. He's tried everything, pulled out all the tricks, still hasn't found a way to open up Butler and make him engage with him.